Welcome to Ghostly Tales, where the shadows come to life and the mysteries of the supernatural unfold before your eyes. In today's journey, we'll be visiting the top 10 most haunted places on Earth, locations so chilling, they've become legends in the world of horror and mystery.
Are you ready to take a step into the unknown?
These places will make you question everything you thought you knew about the paranormal. Grab a blanket, dim the lights, and let's dive in. First on our list is the Catacombs of Paris, a hidden labyrinth beneath the streets of one of the most romantic cities in the world. But these catacombs aren't the stuff of love stories, they're the final resting place of over 6 million souls. The catacombs were created in the 18th century to solve the problem of overflowing cemeteries, and they remain an eerie tourist attraction today. But don't let their historical significance fool you, there's nothing charming about this place. Visitors report hearing strange whispers echoing through the tunnels, as if the spirits of the dead are still watching. Some have even felt a chilling touch on their shoulder or seen shadowy figures in the dark. The air feels heavy down here, and it's easy to understand why many believe the souls of the long-departed have never truly left. Next, we head to Poveglia Island in Italy, a place so haunted, even locals steer clear. Situated in the Venetian lagoon, Poveglia was once a quarantine station for the bubonic plague and later became an asylum for the mentally ill. The history here is dark, tragedy, pain, and suffering seeped into the very ground.
And the worst part?
The island is entirely abandoned, leaving only its horrific past behind. It's said that a former doctor at the asylum performed cruel, inhumane experiments on patients. He eventually went mad and allegedly took his own life by jumping from the bell tower. Since then, strange occurrences have been reported, unexplainable sounds, ghostly figures, and even eerie laughter from beyond the grave. The island remains off-limits to tourists, but those who have visited say the air feels thick with the restless spirits of the past. Now, we travel to Japan, where Akigahara Forest, also known as the Suicide Forest, casts an ominous shadow. At the base of Mount Fuji, Akigahara has long been associated with death. Over 500 people have taken their lives here, making it one of the most disturbing places on Earth. As we walk through this forest, we feel the weight of its tragic history. The forest is known for its silence and unnerving, unnatural quietness. Those who have ventured into Akigahara report hearing footsteps following them, only to turn around and find no one there. Some even claim to hear voices calling their names or feel an overwhelming sense of dread that leads them to question whether they are alone. Could the spirits of those who perished here still linger, trapped in the forest? Next, we cross the Channel to the Tower of London, one of the most famous and haunted locations in England. For over 1,000 years, the tower has been a place of imprisonment, torture, and execution. It's home to countless dark stories, but perhaps the most chilling is that of Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII, who was beheaded here. Visitors to the tower have reported hearing footsteps in the dark, feeling cold drafts in rooms that should be warm, and catching glimpses of figures in Tudor-era clothing. The most famous apparition? The ghost of Anne Boleyn, often seen walking the grounds with her head tucked under her arm. Other restless spirits, such as the two princes who mysteriously disappeared in the tower, are said to still haunt the place, never finding peace. In Philadelphia, Eastern State Penitentiary stands as a chilling reminder of America's brutal approach to justice in the 19th century. This prison, once known for its harsh isolation policies, has been abandoned for years, but the spirits of former inmates still linger. The ghost stories surrounding this prison are spine-tingling. Former prisoners claimed they were haunted by disembodied voices, tapping on the walls, and ghostly figures watching them from the dark corners of their cells. The most well-known spirit? The guard in the hallway, whose footsteps can be heard pacing through the halls, and a shadowy figure seen at the end of long corridors. Far from the tourist spots, Changi Hospital in Singapore holds a horrific history. During World War II, it was used as a prison camp by the Japanese, and many prisoners met grisly ends here. The hospital's haunting past has left behind a legacy of restless spirits. Numerous visitors and staff members have experienced strange occurrences, like disembodied voices, the sounds of footsteps when no one is around, and the sudden temperature drops in certain rooms. Some claim to have seen the apparitions of soldiers or heard their anguished cries echo through the halls. Changi is a place where the past refuses to stay buried. In Louisiana, the Myrtles Plantation has earned the title of America's most haunted house. This plantation, which dates back to the late 1700s, has witnessed a history of tragedy and death, and it's believed to be haunted by the spirits of those who suffered here. The most famous ghost here is that of Chloe, a slave who was allegedly killed by her masters. Her spirit is said to haunt the plantation, with visitors often reporting seeing her ghostly figure or hearing whispers. Many claim to have witnessed objects moving on their own and have felt cold hands touching them. The Myrtles Plantation remains a hotspot for ghost hunters and thrill seekers alike. In the Aravalli range of Rajasthan, India, stands Bangor Fort, one of the most haunted places in the world. The fort was abandoned in the 16th century, and the legend behind its curse has terrified locals for centuries. Legend has it that a wizard cursed the fort after a failed romance with a princess, and ever since, the fort has been associated with paranormal activity. Ghostly sounds, strange lights, and eerie whispers are frequently reported. Locals refuse to enter after sunset, claiming the spirits of those who died here still roam the ruins, seeking revenge. In Tennessee, USA, the Bell Witch Cave holds one of the most terrifying legends in American folklore. The Bell family was tormented by a malevolent spirit in the 1800s, known as the Bell Witch. The haunting escalated, leading to the mysterious death of John Bell. The Bell Witch is said to still haunt the cave and the nearby Bell family property. Visitors report hearing disembodied voices, seeing shadowy figures, and feeling an overwhelming sense of dread. Some even claim that the witch's spirit can still be heard at night, cursing those who dare enter. And finally, we reach the most terrifying of all, the Island of the Dolls in Mexico. This island is home to hundreds of dolls, each one hanging from trees and scattered across the island. The dolls, many of which are decaying, were placed here by the island's caretaker, Don Julian Santana, who believed they were haunted by the spirit of a drowned girl. Visitors report hearing the dolls whispering, moving their heads, and even seeing their eyes follow them as they walk by. Some say the spirit of the young girl still lingers on the island, her restless soul trapped among the dolls. The Island of the Dolls is a chilling reminder that some spirits can never be forgotten. These are the top 10 most haunted places on Earth, places where the supernatural lurks, and the dead refuse to rest. Which one gives you the chills? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this spine-tingling journey, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more terrifying tales from Ghostly Tales. Until next time, stay spooky.